What's up, everybody? It's Matt, and I'm back again. We're about to talk about something near and dear to my heart, and I think near and dear to everybody else's heart as well, especially over the past couple of years. I'm going to talk about self-sabotage. It's not something fun. It's not something that anybody really wants to do. I think it's just something that we do unknowingly to keep ourselves safe. And I'm on this site that is literally just talking about self-sabotage. And if you don't know what self-sabotage is, this is what it is. It's the act of destroying or undermining something, often in a covert manner. Usually it implies direct and deliberate involvement on the part of the saboteur, you, me. See? That's why the word is most commonly used in relation to spying or in business situations where an insider is causing the damage. The term self-sabotage is used when this destructive behavior is directed at yourself. At first, you may not even notice that you're doing it, but then the negative habits consistently undermine your efforts, and they can be considered a form of psychological self-harm. Think about it, though. And I'm talking about this now because it's the new year. We're in a new year. Like, we've done, as a collective, as people of watching this video and myself, we've all done a lot to make our lives better. And I think that self-sabotage is definitely one of those things that keeps coming back into play. Like, sometimes we get to this point of not thinking that we're worthy. We don't think that we're worthy enough to have what we truly want, or we're scared. And instead of literally telling ourselves, no, I'm not worthy, we do this mind game and this dance of, well, I'll put it off later. Because procrastination is definitely a form of self-sabotage. You're delaying gratification, but you're delaying it in such a way that it never comes back. You're never going to get gratification. Why? Because you keep putting it off. You keep saying, later. No, I have my job. I have something else that I'm doing. I'm not going to worry about this right now. I'll get to it. I don't have enough time. And that's where the self-sabotage really comes into play and really gets this big bubble, because you're telling yourself, I don't have enough time. But what you're really meaning is, I want to stay in an unhappy space for a inordinate amount of time. I want to delay the gratification that I truly want and just work a menial job, just be unhappy and just kind of wander, like meaninglessly wander around my life. So instead of delaying gratification, instead of putting things off, like, what should you be doing? And I think a lot of us don't even realize that we're self-sabotaging ourselves. We don't realize that we're putting things off. We don't realize that we're putting ourselves down. And that's the worst part, is that you don't know what you're doing. You don't know that you're doing these things to yourself. And it becomes just this psychological babble in your head of like, no, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'll do it later. And later never comes. And you're never going to get untired. So in a way, it's like there is no perfect time. And once you realize there is no perfect time to do anything, you might as well just do it. You might as well just delay or not delay anymore. You might as well just say, I'm going to be tired no matter what I do. It's going to take me a while to get what I truly want. And yes, I'm going to have to work this crazy menial job. But if something's going to make my life a little bit better, why not try it? Why not do it? Why not delay the gratification a little bit now, so that when something does come in, when you are truly working on what you want, then you're not self-sabotaging yourself in the long run. So again, like, how do we stop self-sabotaging ourselves? And I think part of it also is self-esteem. Like, we don't believe that we can get what we truly want. We don't believe that we're worthy of everything that we truly want. And that's hard. That's a hard thing to fathom, when you realize that you are the person that is stopping you from doing everything that you really want in this life. And I think the big thing is, like, recognizing the behaviors that you have, recognizing how you're stopping yourself, and recognizing that, oh yeah, it is me. So the key is to stop, and it's easier said than done, because believe me, I've gone through this for a while. But if you just stop and you realize the destructive behaviors inside yourself, and you realize what is actually stopping you is not an outside force. What is actually stopping you is your own mind, is your own self, is your own behavior. There is nobody else saying you should, you could not, you won't do this. It is only your own mind going, I shouldn't do this, or I'll put it off, or I'm not worthy, or I can't have this. So if you turn that around and go, I do want this. This is something that I do want. This is something that I long for. This is something that I truly want. And then you go into this whole space of, but I don't have the time. And there's another self-destructive behavior. I don't have the time. Do you not have the time? Or are you not making the time? Which one is it? You can make time. If you truly want something, you'll make time. And that is the key. Making time for what is truly there. Making time for what truly should be coming. And stopping these negative self-talk of, I don't have time, I don't want to, I'm too tired, yada, yada, yada. So, I think in reality, it's all just learning to deal with the destructive behavior that has ruled our life for so long. And if you can understand the destructive behavior, you can form it into constructive behavior. You can stop with the negative self-talk and start leading with your heart and go, yeah, it's going to take a while. Yeah, I'm tired, but why don't I just put some energy into something that I truly want to do, and I'll feel better. I'll feel less tired. I'll get to where I want to be quicker, and I won't be so unhappy with the job that I'm doing now. That's really all it takes. It takes just a little shift, just a little punch in the right direction. And that energy that was used to stop you will actually start being used to bring you forward, to make you feel better about life, to make you want to succeed. So that's my little soapbox for right now. I'm hoping that it helped. I just wanted to talk about it, especially since we're in the beginning part of the new year, and I think people are just starting to feel the results of, yes, I can, to, oh, it's now the second week of the new year. What do I do? You can do it. You can do anything you want to do. You just have to put your mind to it, and you have to stop the negative self-talk, and you have to move forward with your heart. So until then, I love you all. Peace, love,